Tonight on Southwest Local News. A fatality in Rocklands on the Henty Highway after a truck collides with a tree. 3 sheds lost in a fire in Framlingham, with FRV officers warning the importance of fire alarms. Belfast Aquatics closed temporary in Port Fairy after mould and algae were found in inspection. And in sport, Warrnambool export George Stevens delisted from Geelong Cats.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding a fatal crash in Rocklands on Saturday morning. Emergency services were called to reports of a truck that had crashed into a tree off the Henty Highway at about 11 a.m. The driver and sole occupant of the vehicle died at the scene. The exact circumstances around the crash are yet to be determined and an investigation is ongoing. Anyone who witnessed the crash, has CCTV or dashcam footage, or anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. 3 sheds were lost in a fire at Wormyee Road in Framlingham early Saturday morning. Crews from Fire Rescue Victoria and CFA attended the scene, 6 trucks in all, when a call was received at 2:24 a.m. When crews arrived, large flames were still visible, with the fire taking 40 minutes to bring under control. FRV Senior Station Officer at Warrnambool David Black said a woman in her 30s was treated at the scene for smoke inhalation. Senior Station Officer Black said the incident was another reminder that having a working alarm in place in the importance of it. Belfast Aquatics in Port Fairy remains closed after assessments showed areas of mould and algae in parts of the facility. The shutdown was called last Friday, with management saying it was a precautionary decision to temporarily close the Port Fairy pool and fitness centre, while formal reports and expert testings are carried out. Parties included in the decision and ongoing investigation include the Facility Committee, Barwon Southwest Public Health Unit and Moyne Council Environment Health Officers. Exercise classes are currently being held at Southcombe Park Stadium. The Great Victorian Bike Ride is off and rolling through the southwest. The ride began in Mortlake this morning, with riders then making their way to Koroit. Tomorrow, the 2,000 riders will do a loop of the Koroit area before camping in the township for a second night. The event is expected to provide a big lift to the economy, both for business and community groups. Volunteer team leader Keith Porter said the ride was a well-run event that brings much to the communities it comes to.
Well, it's the riders that we bring here. They put so much money back into the council and the shopping and all that sort of stuff. Last 12 months we've had a big change of Bicycle Network personnel, so they're all getting used to it and all that sort of stuff. But everybody works as a great big team.
Warrnambool ambulance officers have excelled during a busy winter. New response time data from Ambulance Victoria shows Warrnambool paramedics attended 85.2% of Code 1 patients within 15 minutes. This is the best result for a local government area catchment in the state. This comes as Ambulance Victoria reported a record-breaking winter, with seasonal illnesses increased the demand for lights and sirens across Victoria by 2.8% compared with the previous quarter. The federal government has stepped away from reducing the speed limit on selected rural roads. The government had investigated dropping 100 kilometres per hour speed limits to as low as 70 kilometres per hour as a way of countering the poor conditions of the roads. Federal member for Wannon-Dantan said the proposal should never have seen the light of day. He said the lowering of the road limits would have been a lazy substitute for real road investment. Karen Stevens has begun her 3rd straight reign as Glenelg Shire Council Mayor. Councillor Stevens was voted in for 2025-2026 on Wednesday. Councillor Matt Jowett has been selected Deputy Mayor by his fellow councillors. Councillor Jowett replaces Robin McDonald, who held the deputy role for the last 12 months. The The federal government received 11,000 submissions against the plan for increased speed limits.
We've had a really good year cementing ourselves as a council, and it's a really positive council. It's a really stable council. We have a great CEO and a great team behind us that support us, and a great staff. So, what a fabulous community we live in, and we've got so much opportunity. And council's just had a workshop just before talking about what opportunities are there, and just looking at some strategic things about where we go in the future.
Farmers undertaking harvesting are being asked to be extra cautious when it comes to fire safety. Harvester fires can start from a number of sources, including mechanical fault and not cleaning equipment properly. Built up dust and debris on headers in the engine bay can be fueled by cooling fans and spread to hot exhausts. Preventative measures recommended to reduce the fire risk include regular cleaning and maintenance of equipment, postponing work on high fire danger days, and having fire-fighting equipment in place and close at hand. Community members and local businesses are encouraged to take the opportunity to speak directly to local police. On November the 27th, a neighbourhood policing forum will be held at Russells Creek Football Club Rooms. A Victoria Police panel will be in place with topics raised including current crime trends and crime prevention. To attend this event, you must pre-register online at Eventbrite. The state of Victoria has grabbed itself a proactive but unwanted record. In 2025, Victoria Police has seized a record of 15,010 edged weapons. These weapons include knives, machetes and zombie knives. This is up on last year's number of 14,808 and a long way up from 2021, tallying at 10,682. Knives continue to be overrepresented in crime in both metropolitan and regional areas in Victoria. The Paul Campbell Surf Lifesaving Club will host an emergency services conference. To be held on December the 1st, the conference will include police, ambulance, SES, Fire Rescue Victoria, the CFA, Warrnambool Coast Guard, Port Fairy Marine Rescue Services and Parks Victoria. Warrnambool and Port Fairy Surf Lifesaving Clubs will also join the host at the conference. The gathering is aimed at finding out what resources are available in cases of emergencies ahead of the busy summer period. That's all in general news, and after the break we'll go through sport and weather. Back soon.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
The Tyre Factory Warrnambool, more than just tyres. The team at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool not only specialise in helping you with your tyre needs, but other mechanical needs as well. The Tyre Factory Warrnambool have all the leading brands of tyre, including Hankook, Maxxis and BFG, plus a number of wheel packages and wheel alignments. Get in touch with the Tyre Factory Warrnambool for all your mechanical needs, more than just tyres.
At Lava Street Veterinary Clinic, our team provides gentle, professional care in modern facilities. This November, enjoy a free dental check and 20% off dental procedures. Book today. Stop by 1051 Raglan Parade.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
And welcome back. First making news in sport, Geelong has lived up to its promise to South Warrnambool export George Stevens. The Cats has delisted Stevens but said it would pick him up in the rookie draft. Last week, that's how it went down, with Stevens now a rookie-listed player who can still play in the AFL. 2026 will be Stevens' third season at the top level, with the highlight playing 2 senior games this year. A big crowd has again turned out for the annual Penshurst Cup meeting. The feature race of the day was won by Chairman, with Lindy Meach on board. The 9-horse race was held over 2,000 metres and carried a prize purse of $40,000. The winner claimed $22,000, with Crafty Boss netting $6,800 for coming third. Excellence on and off the sporting arena has been acknowledged by member for Wannon Dan Tehan. At a ceremony last week, Mr Tehan presented his Wannon Sport and Volunteer Awards. These awards recognise the exceptional efforts of athletes as well as the volunteers who make sports and clubs and organisations run. Mr Tehan was joined by Olympian Judy Pollock, who was a guest speaker and co-presenter.
It's a great day to be the member for Wannon today because we've got our Sport and Volunteer Awards on. It's the greatest day on my calendar because we get to recognise all the wonderful people who have achieved on the sporting field and also those who volunteer for our sporting clubs. It's all about making our community stronger. Well done to everyone who's won an award this year.
A brilliant innings from captain Jemmy Alford has lifted Northern Raiders to its first win of the season. Alford made a brutal 157 on Saturday in the Raiders' score of 371, including 15 fours and 9 sixes. The Raiders were too strong for Warrnambool, who had made 131 the week before. Warrnambool is now the only team in the Premier Grade without a win after the opening 6 rounds. That's all in sport today in Warrnambool. Almost a cloudy day, but up to 25 degrees and thunderstorms throughout the evening expected. 30-kilometre winds throughout the day. And after the break, we'll dive into the forecast for the rest of the region. Back soon.
VG Cabinets is your specialist cabinetry team, servicing Warrnambool and surrounding areas. With over 20 years' experience, the team here can get your cabinetry needs sorted. Housing a CNC router to make sure all the cuts in the workshop are accurate for a perfect install on site. VG Cabinets cover all areas, including kitchens, vanities, laundries, flat packs, stone bench tops, and new homes and renovations. We offer free quotes on any job, so don't hesitate to call Lee on 0408 580 991.
Bell's Garden Centre has the largest range of sand and soil products in the southwest. People choose Bell's because you can't buy experience, and Bell's has plenty. With bulk product delivery available across the southwest, for your next project, it's gotta be Bell's.
Barrastock cares about your dairy cows as much as you do. Our top quality feeds are designed to support the best possible animal nutrition and health, maximising your production through all life stages and seasons. That's why Barrastock is truly made for milk.
Hi, it's Rob from the Vet Group. Heifers are the future of a dairy herd, and the Vet Group is here to help your heifers meet their potential, whether that's by monitoring worm egg counts or mineral levels, or designing a vaccination calendar to help prevent infectious disease. Our techs and vets can make things easier for you on farm by weighing heifers, assisting in synchrony programs, and teat sealing heifers to prevent mastitis at calving. The Vet Group, making herd care easy.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. Around the southwest, temperatures have been warming up, but it's peaked today due to shift overnight with cooler temperatures. Thursday, halfway through, it's starting to warm up again, and offshore 50-kilometre winds, but inland remaining calm for most of the week. As for Wednesday, it's due to pick up once again. Now to the full forecast. In Port Fairy, a partly cloudy day with a top of 20 degrees tomorrow with a very high UV index. As for Wednesday, 30 millimetres and rain due to fall with northwesterly winds and a chance of a thunderstorm. Thursday, a cloudy day with winds up to 30 kilometres an hour. In Mortlake, a top of 23 degrees with 1 millimetre tomorrow, 19 degrees with showers and 10 millimetres. Thursday, showers are due to clear with a top of 16 degrees. Tomorrow, a top of 22 degrees in Colac and Camperdown region. Wednesday, showers, and it is becoming windy with 15 millimetres on the way, 16 millimetres and showers beginning to ease, topping at 16. Along the coast, there is a possible storm in Port Campbell tomorrow. As for Wednesday, a top of 16 degrees and 15 millimetres to fall, with winds creeping up to 45 kilometres per hour. Only 4 millimetres on Thursday, with a top of 14 degrees. Warm and light showers tomorrow in Warrnambool. On Wednesday, a top of 18 degrees and 15 millimetres. Thursday, a top of 15 degrees and only 3 millimetres with 35 kilometre winds. That's it from your Southwest Local News team, and thank you for tuning in, whether it be online, on podcast, or on 3-Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand on Fitzmedias Facebook page. Until Wednesday, I'm Sharna Rogers with peace. Good night.